Welcome to the Fishing Magazine television series. We're at Bull Shoals Lake for the 1999 Forrest Wood Appreciation Buddy Bass Tournament. This event is designed to show appreciation to Forrest Wood for his many contributions to our industry, and more importantly, to raise funds for the American Epilepsy Foundation, the charity that benefits from this tournament. We've got a really great show for you today. I hope you enjoy it. We'll be right back.
My dad took me fishing a few times when I was a kid, but really we just worked so hard growing cotton and corn and stuff that we didn't have the leisure time, and no one that I knew had the leisure time then that we do today. When you get right down to it, we live in a very affluent society that can afford to spend the kind of money on our recreation that we do, and we're very fortunate that we have that. But after I became an adult and went to work on Bull Shoals Dam, helped to build it, I had the fishing fever already, and my wife and I often when we were dating would go fishing. And it's been just a great part of my life. And then I became a guide on White River and did that for 14 years and met some of the finest people in the world and learned a bunch of things that have served me well the rest of my life. The first thing I learned was fish don't care who you are or where you work through the week. They're probably the greatest leveler there is.
At this year's Forrest Wood Tournament, anglers from 8 states, including teams from Florida and Indiana, have gathered at Bull Shoals Lake for 2 days of camaraderie and bass fishing. Since Central Pro-Am Association took over management of the Forrest Wood Tournament in 1991, this event has raised more than $78,000 for the American Epilepsy Foundation on behalf of Forrest Wood, the founder of Ranger Boats. In 1998, the tournament raised over $10,000, and this year, 157 teams have paid $150 each to enter the 2-day tournament, which carries cash and prizes exceeding $40,000, including a Ranger Sport R73 and Ranger Trail trailer to the winning team. A Mercury 175 horsepower outboard is awarded to the team that brings in the big bass of the tournament, and the team that brings in the second biggest bass will take home a Motor Guide Beast 775 trolling motor. In the years Central Pro-Am has been conducting the Forrest Wood Tournament, competitors have experienced a variety of weather conditions, from bluebird days to hail and windblown rain. But this is a first. Never before have the anglers faced fog like this. So thick, you'd expect Bull Shoals Boat Dock to turn on the lighthouse and sound the foghorn any minute. For some, the fog provides a chance to catch up on some sleep. For others, it's a chance to catch up with old friends. But as the delay wears on, anglers who are hoping for an early morning topwater bite are seeing that prospect vanish. Finally, after a delay of more than 2 hours, the tournament competitors are out on the water. Among the favorites in this tournament are Ranger employees Butch Still and Lou Treat, who between them have won 4 Central Pro-Am titles. Unfortunately, their game plan called for catching schooling bass early on topwaters, and because of the fog, they're forced to resort to an alternate plan. Finally, Treat and Still find bass feeding on the surface, but no matter what they throw, they can't get the fish to hit. Tim Sonato and Buster Loving won the Forrest Wood Tournament in 1998, and these 2 Table Rock guides are always tough competitors in any tournament on clear water. But today, the fish they've located aren't biting, and unless conditions change quickly, the possibility of a repeat victory is diminishing rapidly. Brothers Steve and Bob Buha drove all the way from Indiana to participate in this tournament and a chance to get away for a weekend. Quickly, they start catching fish, and if they can keep this up, they could get real serious about taking home that new Ranger boat. Jim Weekly and Kathy Kentner of Benrock Quality Marine Products also came to have fun and fish for a worthy cause. They too are starting to catch fish. The windless day and bright skies have made the fishing tough, but they've located an area that's holding fish, and they're working it hard. When the anglers returned to Bull Shoals Boat Dock for the afternoon weigh-in, Jack Curtis and Bernice Stoner come in with a 6-fish limit to set the early standard with 12.7 pounds. But their lead is soon overtaken by Jason Davidson and Speedy Brandsetter with 12.75 pounds. A short time later, the Buha brothers come to the scales.
Bound Point in Portage, Indiana. Come all the way over here to go fishing with us.
Fish here 4 years now.
4 years have been coming to it, and I know you guys see Forrest every chance you get when you come down here. You like coming and doing this tournament, don't you?
That's right. Plus, we don't care now. We're on TV today.
We're on TV. We are filming. We have proof. 6.15.
Out there.
Out there. We're on TV. They filmed you today. Got you catching something.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, this makes the clips, all right? That's all there is to it.
Late in the first flight, Bill Dudenhofer and Dean Mitchell jump into the lead with a limit weighing 13.8 pounds. Kenny Gibson and Max Atkinson won this tournament in 1996, and they're ready to make a run at the lead again this year, but come up just short with 13.65 pounds. Soon, Dan Benton brings in this 4.5-pounder caught by partner Gary Howard to take the big bass lead and put them in position to win the Mercury 175. A few moments later, Rick Schmesky and Jerry Hotman move into the lead with 14.95 pounds, but they're soon challenged by Jimmy and Jackie Davis.
How many we got?
Got 6, honey.
Do we have a kicker in there?
I've got some that flop around a lot, but I don't think they kick.
2-pound penalty for dumb jokes, okay? 2 pounds for dumb jokes. You have to work on your repertoire a little bit, all right? 6 good fish in here. Looky here. 6 good fish. Here we go. Here we go. 15.15 pounds. Got a new leader in this tournament? New leader right now, Jimmy Davis Jr. and his younger brother, Jackie.
Harold and Christy Lawrence are next to weigh in.
Harold Lawrence, a Central Pro-Am Pro Division Championship qualifier, but more important, come over here. I got his partner, Christy, here. The much better half. You catch him?
I tried.
You tried? How many you all got?
We have 6.
Have 6. And you caught 5 of them.
If you'd like to think that, that's fine.
That's what we're putting on TV all across America. You caught 5. We got 6 good fish here for the Lawrences. Good job, guys. 13.65 pounds. We'll give it to you. There it is. Good luck tomorrow, folks. Go get them again, all right?
Finally, David Bailey comes to the scales to challenge the Davises' lead.
Got to take the lead 15-15.
We might have 15-20.
15-20 we might have. Let's see what we got here. We're going to get close. 14.10 pounds. Go get them tomorrow, Bailey's. Bailey's and Davises after them tomorrow.
At the end of the first day, Jimmy and Jackie Davis sit atop the Quantum Pro-Am scoreboard with 15.15 pounds. Right on their heels are the team of Rick Schmesky and Jerry Hotman with 14.95 pounds, with David Bailey and his father Dave close behind at 14.1. Harold and Christy Lawrence and the team of Max Atkinson and Kenny Gibson complete the top 5. In the rest of the top 10, the team of Bill Dudenhofer and Dean Mitchell lead the way in 6th place with 13.55 pounds. But it's tight from there on, as less than a pound separates them from the teams of Robert Tilley and Carl Shue and Speedy Brandsetter and Jason Davidson, who are tied for 9th place with 12.75 pounds. Stay tuned for exciting Day 2 action. We'll be right back.
I got into the guide business as a matter of necessity rather than by choice. I learned a good deal about fishing while I was guiding there. I had a guide license 14 years, worked on Bull Shoals Lake, and then Nina and the girls and I operated float trips on White River and Buffalo River and Crooked Creek. It was just an exciting period in our life. And then we later on started building boats to kind of give everybody a job in the wintertime. The first Ranger was just kind of a glorified John boat with sort of a turned-up nose and narrowed in a little bit. But we changed that pretty dramatically, pretty rapidly by going to fishing tournaments across the country and getting experience on bigger bodies of water and different bodies of water. And one of the real secrets to Ranger success, I believe, is because I fished tournaments myself, and I was there with the people that were using the product and had personal experience about how they performed, and then the fishermen were my friends, and they'd give me ideas about what they thought would be best and what would work and so forth. And some of the greatest times of my life has been at fishing tournaments, and some of the best times have been in practice when Nina and I had an opportunity to just fish together and getting ready for a tournament. And I can just think of so many lakes that we drove out on in a brand new shiny Ranger boat, and what a thrill it was to look a new body of water over. And Nina always kind of wondered why I wanted to go to the other end of the lake from where we started from every time to start fishing. But I never understood why you could have a fine new boat if you didn't drive it somewhere.
The lake was the same, and so was the time of year when Terry Thomas won the 1997 Bull Shoals Pro-Am by catching nearly 40 pounds of bass on a jig. And Thomas is one of the best when he gets to fish his way.
I fish the heaviest jig that I can possible, because what I do is I flip the jig over the limbs of the bushes and let it fall straight down where the beds are. And the heavy jig allows me to work the jig up and down in the nest, and it irritates the bass and she'll hit it. It's a real good way to catch fish in clear water. Not a lot of people do it, and it seems like the bigger fish will hit the jig over the gets it or the skirt type grubs, and that's why I fish the jig. I use a 30-pound test line, something that once I get the strike, that I can bring the fish out as quick as possible. And a lot of times the fish will come out real fast once you set the hook, so you got to wind like crazy to keep up with it. And that's why I use a Quantum high-speed reel, where it'll take up a lot of slack quick.
The morning of day 2 is overcast and rainy, but at least you can see across the cove. And if this cloud cover holds, it could be a gangbuster day for the tournament participants. First day leaders Jimmy and Jackie Davis are out with the second flight and head to areas of flooded buckbrush near Lead Hill. The Davises were concerned that the rain and cloud cover would scatter their fish, but they're right where they were on day 1. So far, the Davis boys aren't catching any big fish, but another limit of 3-pounders could be enough to win. Harold and Christy Lawrence have run to Big Creek, where they're fishing a spinnerbait pattern. Through the years, a number of husband and wife teams have entered the Forrest Wood tournament, but the Lawrences are the first to have a realistic chance at winning all the marbles. And this morning, Christy's matching Harold cast for cast. Rick Schmesky and Jerry Hotman have joined the crowd fishing for spawning bass. But unlike many of the others, they're fishing flukes through the flooded vegetation. It worked like a charm on day 1, but today the results are not as encouraging. They're getting strikes all right, but they just can't get the fish in the boat. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. And unless their fortunes change, they risk being left behind. David Bailey and his father started the day a half-pound behind Jimmy and Jackie Davis, and they're doing their best to keep pace by pitching jigs in flooded brush. When the dark clouds move in about mid-morning, it looks as if their good fortune is going to continue. If they can keep this up, they're certain to come through with a money finish. The looming clouds are also working to the Lawrences' advantage. With the cloud cover, Harold's spinnerbait pattern is holding. In fact, it's working so well, the bass are striking the first lure they see. And with Harold in the front of the boat, that puts Christy at a severe disadvantage. However, she remains ever ready with the net. By mid-morning, it's also clear the Davis boys are on a roll. Pitching jigs and plastic worms into the thick brush, they continue to catch fish. Sometimes they miss, but most of the time they're executing their game plan flawlessly. But they still don't have a big fish, and without one, another team could still overtake them from behind. When the anglers return to Bull Shoals boat dock, Jack Curtis and Bernice Stoner come in with their second straight limit. This one weighs 15.8 pounds, and it gives them the tournament lead with 28.25 pounds. Max Atkinson and Kenny Gibson also come in with a limit, but fall just short of overtaking Curtis and Stoner. A short time later, Jason Davidson comes to the scales.
Good sack of fish here. Let's see what we got. Gone 17 point. Settle down there. 17.50 pounds. Get some of those beautiful fish out. Let's get a picture. 30.25 pounds. A new leader in the tournament right now, Speedy Brandstetter and Jason Davidson.
Next is the team of Rick Schmesky and Jerry Hotman.
They were in second place yesterday, 14.95 pounds. You're going to need that and a little bit better to take the lead today.
We don't have it. We got about 11 maybe.
Well, about 11 pounds. That's going to put you right there at the top of the pile. Let's see. Well, you're right on the money. 11.05 pounds. Good job, sir.
When the second flight arrives, first day leaders Jimmy and Jackie Davis come to the scales.
Have you got them today?
We got 6.
Oh, buddy, they got to weigh what they weighed yesterday to take the lead.
We'll see.
Butchie's already said no. They might do it. Look at here. Oh, 12.30 pounds. I'm just kidding, Terry.
Like 20 to me.
15.40 pounds. You like the looks of that bow right there?
I really like it. I really like the looks of it.
What are you going to do with it if you win it? You and your brother will fight over it, won't you?
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
They'll get a chainsaw out, try to cut it up or something.
Well, we'll worry about that when it's over.
Okay. 30.55 pounds. New leader, Jimmy Davis Jr. and Jackie Davis.
A short time later, Oklahomans Roger Dial and Dale Wilcox come in with a limit that tips the scales at over 16 pounds. But they can't overcome the Davises' lead. Moments later, Harold and Christy Lawrence make their run at the lead.
All right, Jackie Davis, watch out. Harold Lawrence and the Pro Division angler, Christy Lawrence, is up here. You got to get that cap off your eyes. I mean, we're taking pictures of you out here. There you go. That's better now. We want to be able to see you. Got him? That's all you can catch, Harold.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. 6 bass. They got a whale load to take the lead. Here we go. Settle down. 13.60 pounds. Boy, that is duplicate. They're exactly the same as yesterday. Did you have a chance for a big fish at all?
No, I did not.
Never had. I know we got you on film today, and I know you guys had a limit pretty early.
At 10:30.
10:30. How many did you catch today, hon?
I got one of those keepers.
One of those keepers are yours. All right. Two-day total, 27.25.
Finally, it's all up to David Bailey and his father, who've come in with a hefty 4-pounder. It can't overtake Gary Howard's big bass, but it puts them in position to challenge the Davises.
You got the limit?
No, we got 5.
Got 5 just like that one?
We got 3 or 4 pretty nice ones.
Uh-oh. Can we give Jackie and Jimmy a run for the money?
No way, not without the last one.
Not without the last one. Oh, you're going to give them a run for the money anyway. 13 point. Is that Kentucky and they're doing it? Throw it out. 60 pounds. Good job. David Bailey, Dave Bailey.
It's in the record books now. Jimmy and Jackie Davis combined to take home a new Ranger Sport R73 with a 2-day total of 30.55 pounds. Right behind them on the Motor Guide Pro-Am scoreboard are Speedy Brandsetter and Jason Davidson, who fall only 5 ounces short. Jack Curtis and Bernice Stoner finished third with 28.25 pounds, while the teams of Roger Dial and Dale Wilcox and Lou Treat and Butch Still end up in a photo finish for fourth. The rest of the top 10 is led by David and Dave Bailey, who finished sixth with 27.7 pounds, giving them a cushion of less than a half pound over Harold and Christy Lawrence and Bill Dudenhofer and Dean Mitchell, who are tied for ninth with 27.25 pounds. At the awards ceremony, Ernie Daughtery presents Forrest Wood with a check for $10,000 to the American Epilepsy Foundation on behalf of Forrest and his wife Nina. We'll be right back.
One of the keys to Ranger's success has been we've always been willing to listen to our customers and build what they want, what they need, rather than just what we thought they wanted and needed. And fishermen today have a desire to have the very best equipment that's available, and I think that's one of the things that has helped us through the years in the boat business is offering the equipment that is the best that is available. And there's always some people that are willing to pay for something that's good in any business, whether it's boats or rods or reels or radios or batteries. There's a market for top-of-the-line quality products. The people there at Ranger that came to work and came to stay are the real reason that Ranger's been successful. The people that come there and tour the plant seldom fail to comment about the sincerity and the knowledge and the friendliness of the people that work at Ranger. And as a lot of companies say, people make the difference, but and truly they do at Ranger.
The Forrest Wood Appreciation Buddy Bass Tournament. A good time for a good cause. Hey, thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you next week right here on the Fishing Magazine television series.